All right, guys, it's Jesse. I'm back with tip number 1 when it comes to our sprinting. Now, these aren't necessarily in order of most importance, but more about the simplest to understand. The first one is toes up. We want everybody tell you what, bear with me really quick. Stand up tall if you can, and we're gonna pick our right foot up off the ground. Ooh, yeah. Good. Now you're going to take your hand, put it behind, grab your Achilles tendon, you see right here, and give it a good squeeze. Now you point those toes all the way up. You feel the tension that builds up in that tendon, right? Now go ahead and take your toe, push it down. You feel how soft and how relaxed it gets. When we're sprinting, we're producing force, and we can't produce force unless we have a proper amount of attention. Whenever I'm working with the young people, I always relate it to a basketball. As soon as that ball touches the court, it bounces back up. It spends more time in the air than it does on the ground. But if you take half the air out of the ball won't bounce as well anymore. The reason why is because you pack that ball full of air, and it packs maximum tension up in the rubber in that ball. The more tension in the ball, the quicker it'll bounce back up off the ground. Our feet are that same way. I keep my toes up, and suddenly I can bounce off the ground. I keep them down, and it's like I'm trying to bounce out of basketballs that are half deflated with air. And believe me, I am just as excited as you are to be here with my hero, Coach Shay Fitzpatrick. And she's going to demonstrate some of our toes up thing. Now, as Shay and I were talking about earlier, I'm pretty sure you agree with me on this, that when we're bringing up the toes up and stuff, that's not something that we want you practicing during the art of sprinting. When you're actually sprinting, I don't want you thinking about anything but sprinting. Would you agree on that?
Absolutely, you got to get the work done. For
sure. So we think, how do we prep these movements? How can we put the practice in for our toes up? And the truth is, it's in the warm-up. It's with our exercises as well, like our jumping jacks. Something that we think about is so basic. Shay, if you don't mind putting your feet together, just going to show us a fantastic jumping jack. Ready, and go. And the main thing we watch is almost how, look, her toes up, allow her to just bounce off the floor. She spends almost no time down here. You can relax, Shay. Beautiful. And now the same thing on a low pogo. We do this with all of our athletes, learning to reduce time on the ground. Ready, and go. She can, again, she's not jumping high, but she's spending almost no time down on the floor. And then relax, Shay. And then our very favorite, where you can really learn to build your sprint, we're going to have a whole video on just our skips. Ready, and good. Her toes up. You can drive right out of the floor and relax. Beautiful. So where we actually get better in our sprint, practicing our sprint, is not where we get better. It's in the warm-up where we prepare to practice the sprint.